Saturday, everybody, and welcome to this week's edition of the Buzz Bartender. Tonight, we're going to do a pretty standard drink, a classic by all measures. And we've got some music going right now that is dedicated to a friend who has been my all-time Martini buddy, who may actually make a guest appearance on the Buzz Bartender in a couple of weeks. So here we are with the Martini. It's a pretty simple drink. Now, there are three different variations which give it different names. The Martini, and by the way, if you walk into a bar and you order a Martini, and when you taste it, you taste gin and you get upset, put your drink down and leave, okay? Because you obviously don't know what the hell a Martini is. A Martini is gin. If you want a vodka Martini, which is perfectly acceptable for people who don't have the stones to drink gin, order a vodka Martini. But if you order a Martini, it is going to be gin. Now, the difference between a Martini and a Gibson is that the Gibson has pearl onions, where the Martini has olives. Okay, and now the olives, we've gotten creative with what they're stuffed with. Right now, I've got blue cheese stuffed olives because normally the tradition is pimento stuffed, but pimento tastes like ass. So I really like the fact that we can use blue cheese instead. The difference between the two drinks comes from back at like early turn of the century. Some guy didn't like how they were making, some guy named Gibson didn't like how they were making the martinis, and he wanted them with the onions because apparently eating onions helped fight off colds, so that became the Gibson. The Gimlet is a very similar drink, but it's got lime juice in it. And that was brought about by a British surgeon on the ships of the English Navy because it was one of the ways that he could make sure that his sailors were getting their lime juice, which is one of the ways they used to fight off scurvy. So British sailors are limeys because, again, sucking on limes was a good way to stop from getting scurvy, or putting lime juice in your gin. And we do know the Brits like gin. So it's a real simple drink. Basically, it's 2 ounces of gin. Now here's where it also gets interesting. If you remember MASH, Hawkeye was always talking about the driest martini, the driest of martinis. Well, basically, the driest martini means no vermouth, okay? So it's supposed to be 2 ounces of gin to a half ounce of vermouth. I like to do something that's called an in and out. So you put a little bit into the martini glass, don't do that, and then you get rid of it. Now, you take the gin that you just put in your jigger, and yes, John, again, this is shaken. And that's going to make this really nice and cold, which is the best way to have a martini, or a Gibson. Now we are going to do a Gibson tonight. And you never go with just one, always do 2, at least. There we go. That is your classic martini. Can't go wrong with it. Again, when you order it, if you like vodka, make sure you say vodka martini, because gin is what is a martini. Thanks, everybody. Have a great weekend.